Morning everyone, welcome back to David at Goes Hobbies. Right, if you hear some noises, it's the birds, my dogs, or my growling stomach. So I do apologise in advance. Okay, let's move on. I warned you, got a growling stomach. Now, the Labour Party. The Labour Party are bollocks. Bollocks for brains Labour. Now, that out of the way, let's be serious. Now, we've got Reform UK. The party, the people, about the people. Labour is frightened out their wits. Labour, the party of change, or the party I would call bollocks for brains, because if you haven't seen it, I'd suggest you watch my short about the qualifications you need to be in the Labour Party. You'd like that one. So, yeah, watch it. But if you think about what would you need to qualify for a Reform Party candidate, well, I think the major benefit is being a human being with feelings. Labour hasn't got one person because all they talk is a load of bullshit. Excuse my language, but that's all they do. And I think the Reform Party is for the people, about the people, that cares about people. That what sets Labour and the Reform UK apart. Now, I don't know how you feel. That's how I feel. I think Labour have got no hope. Reform have got ever. Do you know what? This is the honest truth. I speak to a lot of people, and I wouldn't say the majority, but I virtually say all the people I speak to are for reform. And I tell you what, it is amazing. The support reform have is absolutely incredible, and I am so happy that reform will get into the British government in the next election. And I tell you what, if reform can do it, no one else will be able to, because I think reform is the only chance we'll ever have now of getting Britain back on its feet. The Conservatives had 14 years of absolutely stagnation and doing nothing. Conservatives cannot be trusted, right? Because they had their chance, and at the end of the day, it was just a rich boys club. And you just think to yourself, what a waste of space. And they're just coining it in, they're just lapping it up, and you think to yourself, what a load of bollocks. They weren't about us. Yeah, there was an alternative to Labour, but fuck me, excuse my language, but what we got now, I mean, we thought Thatcher was bad, but this mindless moron, he's got nothing on Thatcher. He talks a lot of bollocks, and his bollocks are in his brains, like the rest of the flipping morons up there. And you think to yourself, we've got no hope with them, no hope whatsoever. But Reform UK is about the only party I realised. Right, I was going to join them last year before Christmas, and I bit the bullet, and I said to myself, do you know what? I'm going to end this. I'm going to have a Christmas to remember. And last Christmas, I bought my membership for Reform UK, and I'm bloody glad I did. And this is the truth. Reform is about people, not about what can we do to screw the country over. As I said, I have to excuse my doggies. And if you know as well as I do, right? This, I'll go back to the last thing they did. This deal with the EU regarding deals and that. But what about UK fishermen? They screwed us over there in their game. They screwed the farmers over, imposing a inheritance tax. It's bollocks. It is absolutely freaking bollocks what this Labour's doing to the country. Pensioners, farmers, working class people that send their children to school. You've got to pay bleeding tax, and it's going to destroy the private education. Train drivers, £10,000 pay rise. They're already on 70 grand a year, thereabouts. And then, what do they do with the doctors? They gave them a pay rise, right? And now they're coming back for more. Okay, they work 37 hours a week, right? They might get a good wage, but come on, wake up. It's reality. It's called Rip Off Britain, Rob Us Blind. And I'm sure it's about common sense. Just going back to the doctors for a minute. I'm not knocking them. They do a fantastic job. But I think the right to strike should be taken away. Just like the police, no right to strike. Because they are a key people in the infrastructure of running this country and keeping people well. And at the end of the day, they are saving people's lives and preventing people from dying. They should not be put in a position where they're allowed to strike. And the same with the nurses. Yes, I believe in what they're saying, and they should be paid accordingly. They should be set out, this is your pay rate, this is what you'll get each year, and make it above and beyond a, what's the word I'm looking for it? Just to be fair at the end of the day. But what I'm also going to say to you is this. Talk about have your cake and eat it. That's what the doctors are doing now, and I don't agree with it. They're trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Take the piss, if you want the best answer. You might agree, you might disagree. But the other thing is, with this Labour Party and reform, I mean, what did Labour do? They gave over £500 million to foreign countries for their farmers where they introduced inheritance tax in the UK. They'd done a deal with China for a payback of a fund investment or whatever it was for 184 years. And they gave away the Chagos Islands. It's all, and not only that, the 12-mile limit for the fishermen from foreign waters, foreign countries to come into the UK waters and fish. They're destroying the UK fishing industry. Now, do you think if Reform was in charge, they would let all this go on? No way. And it just seems to me everything that Labour has done is to screw us all over. It's to piss people, excuse my stomach, it's to piss us all off, right? It is to turn people against people. Instead of working together, we're all in the same boat. And I feel sure Nigel Farage, whoever's in charge of the Reform UK, is about people and caring about people and putting people first. I'm not a politician, and I don't want to be, thank you. But I'll tell you now, you can see that Reform will win the next general election. Reform UK will make this country right, because what's happened so far is Labour has absolutely screwed this country up. They've got bollocks for brains and bollocks. They talk a lot of bollocks, don't they? But I don't know about you. I think enough's said. And I think Reform is the only answer we've got, because Labour is just full of bollocks. Do you agree or don't you agree? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Take care, everyone.